What's up, everybody? Long time no see. Well, not that long. Been a little bit busy, but I had to come back real quick and talk about this clown over here. This ugly-ass, butthurt snowflake. Are you gonna take my video down? You gonna take down my channel? Oh. This makes me mad. This clown is butthurt because people are saying about him exactly the things that he said about other people. And I'll make a video about that. But now he's butthurt because he's a hypocrite. How is it, GojiMan, that you can say all these things about perfect strangers that you don't really know much about? Make claims about their health, make claims about them ruining their health, predicting their health problems, and saying that they're going to die because of what they eat. How is it that that's okay for you to do, but people can't look at your ugly, sickly ass and judge you based on what they perceive to be a nutritional deficiency caused by your diet, for which there is tons of evidence out there, right? Lots of vegans are getting sick eating this diet. And you know this because you address this all the time. And without them telling you this specifically, you're assuming, you're actually lying. Because you've said in the past, after watching Sferia's interviews with ex-vegans, and I don't know how many you saw, but definitely not all of them. And if you did, whether you did or didn't, you're still lying. You're a liar. Well, are you going to sue me because I called you a liar because you are a liar? And the evidence is out there? You're a fucking clown. You said that you said exactly that all of these ex-vegans that turned to carnivory, and you gave a couple of examples by including clips from Sferia's videos. And now you want to claim copyright because somebody used some of your footage. You're a fucking hypocrite. And a liar. Anyway, you said that all these ex-vegans going carnivore, or at least omnivore, they had underlying gut issues. They admit to having gut problems before going vegan. Now, I didn't watch all of those interviews that Sferia has, but I missed maybe 2 or 3. And I don't recall a single person saying that they had gut issues before going vegan, and definitely did after going vegan. So you're lying. Because even if that is what happened to them, they never said that that's what happened to them. And you said that they did. So you are a liar. You are misrepresenting all these different people's health issues. You're telling Vegetable Police that he will never heal. He's supposed to be sick right now. He's supposed to be having all these problems according to everything that you said. You said 6 months, right? You give him 6 months before he has major gut issues. Well, maybe he's lying, but it doesn't seem like he has any gut issues, and it's been right about 6 months. So it's okay for you to not only lie and lie about and misrepresent people's medical history, right? It's actually ethically okay for you to predict that people are going to ruin their health by eating meat. That's somehow ethically okay, but for somebody to say the same about you, and you do look like shit, unlike Vegetable Police, unlike Dr. Sean Baker, unlike Sferia or Tristan from Primal Edge Health. You actually do look like shit. And you eat, factually, a nutrient-deficient diet. These are all facts. It's not my opinion. But it's not okay to assume and presume that the reason why you still look like shit is because of your diet. Anyway, I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in another video in more detail. I guess I need to make an outline. Make sure I don't forget anything. But you're a fucking hypocrite and a liar, GojiMan. And everything that you accuse these people of doing, you did, yourself first and far, far worse. Fucking clown. Let's check out what the people have to say about your desire to curb somebody's freedom of speech under this guise of slander. But if slander doesn't work, you'll pull the whole copyright bullshit, right? You told Sferia that you're going to claim copyright, right? Against his videos. That's one of your options. While at the same time, you used his videos first. It doesn't matter whether it's slander or it isn't slander. And if it is slander, which it isn't, it's not, then you'll get his videos taken down. But what you're saying is, in the case it isn't slander, because in your little pea brain, you do realize that it likely isn't. You say, well, then I'll just claim copyright, even though I used your footage first. You're a fucking hypocrite, you little prick. No, this one, hench herbivore. Good on you, brother. Curb their freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want, but they can't respond in kind. Good on you, brother. What a fucking clown. There actually are some vegans supporting you in this, and that's a sad, sad sight. Because you take away your neighbor's freedom of speech, they're going to come after you. And let me tell you this much. You're so quick to sue people, right? You're not even a nutritionist yet. And from what I understand, nutritionists in the UK cannot practice functional medicine. So even once you get your degree in nutrition, you still can't practice functional medicine. But you don't even have that, and you're practicing functional medicine, which, from what I understand, is illegal to do. Hopefully somebody sues your ass for giving this bogus medical advice, practicing functional medicine and making money trying to heal people when you're not even qualified. You're not even legally supposed to be doing this unless you're lying. Anyway, let's read some of these comments. Let's try to lighten up a little bit. Shed some light on this dark-ass situation. This fucking clown, man. You look like you're gonna faint, man, says Jason Nova. Sferia is nuts, but it's free speech at the end of the day. You put yourself out there, give medical advice to your followers, and admit to having health issues. They fundamentally disagree with your stance that the vegan diet is not damaging to you or other vegans' health. In their eyes, you are propagating damaging and dangerous advice. They are simply expressing their perspective and point of view with the same veracity as you are. They believe that you are either incorrect about the source of your health issues or are lying about them. They see you as evidence of the negative health effects of the vegan diet. What they are doing is not slander, it's voicing their opinions based on what they perceive as visual evidence about your health. They fundamentally believe that you look the way you do and have the issues you have because of the diet you espouse. This is just criticism, it's not slander. Slander would be them saying you said or did something damaging to your reputation that has no evidence. Sferia's claim is that you have health issues due to an unhealthy diet. You have admitted health issues. You follow a diet that there is evidence for is potentially causing those issues. You think it's because of an antibiotic. He disagrees. This is not slander. But this guy, he wants to equate one's race or ethnicity with one's diet, right? This is how knee-deep in bullshit these vegans are. What they eat has become their identity. Their whole life revolves around this vegan diet. They are literally attempting to turn humankind into herbivores, something we've never been. And if we ever do turn into that, there are going to be lots of fucking casualties. Duh. But look at this fucking guy. He looks sick as fuck. Anyway, I'll cover that in another video. What happened to not talking about the carnivore diet? Hypocrite. Everything put into the public domain is open for criticism, including your appearance. That's just part of the game that you are clearly not ready to play. I mean, he judges other people's appearance. Your physical appearance is shocking. Your mental health is questionable. Best you stop concerning yourself with trying to shut down free speech and focus on taking better care of yourself. Your lawyer will milk you for everything they got. You got, I guess. They can't. Good luck with that. Vile individuals. Another vegan crybaby, right? They agitate, they attack, they start problems, and then when you respond in kind, their pussies start bleeding. I am a sub, Goji, but I think you are overreacting. I doubt the legal proceedings will help in any way. Hope your health gets better, but you seem to come off very weak and insecure, of course. Sorry, bro, but even speaking negatively about anyone is not something you could censor. Truth or lies. Twat. I'm disappointed. Vegans are just going to come off as even more sensitive and freakish, of course. And enemies of free speech, while at the same time crying about free speech, right? And being censored, supposedly. I don't see it. People are entitled to their own opinions. He doesn't have to agree with your diagnosis or your opinion. Your opinion and your doctor's opinions are not indisputable gospel. This is absolutely censorship. Maybe you are unfamiliar with what free speech is. Absolutely agree here. I don't know what country you live in, but in the United States, we don't put up with this nonsense and your bullying. Free speech is designed to protect people like Gatis with controversial opinions. Truth is subjective. People can say whatever they like. Well, I don't know about truth being subjective. You are wasting your time, effort, and money because Gatis did nothing wrong. No court of law will side with you. Let it go and move on. You are flaming the flames of hate, and you are too self-righteous to see it. Twat. Have a steak. It'll help you think straight. This is some SJW shit. Frivolous lawsuit. The court has better things to do. Sveria is an effing weirdo, and the Primal Dude makes so many videos. Who has time to watch them all? Graduate high school and move on, right? Probably a vegan too. Telling you like it is. You are a class act. Like how fucking dumb and blind and ignorant can you be? All these things that he's crying about, he did himself first. Fucking clown. The cringe on this video is epic. You are nothing more than a spiteful little coward. Symptom of a nutrient-deficient diet. You look rather depressed. Have some steak, dude. Weak. Those are two of my favorite channels. I've done vegetarian diet for years, on and off, and vegan diet for 1 year. I can honestly say that I've never been so sick in my life than when I was being vegan. Lots of vegans say this. The vegan diet is destroying lots of people and their body. But no, it's their gut. What? Because their gut can't process all this fucking fiber because they're not herbivores? Because our fermentative capacity is only about 17% versus 100% when it comes to a true herbivore? Gee, does that have anything to do with gut problems and overloading your gut with shit you ain't supposed to be eating? Definitely not in that sort of quantity. Fucking clown. What court of law is going to take you seriously when you guys look at the science? They're going to laugh your ass out of there. Fucking clown. Just because the mainstream propaganda doesn't respect these facts that we're not herbivores, right? That doesn't mean that they're correct. It just means that they have their fucking freedom of speech to lie and mislead. Okay? It's because they have the freedom of speech to do that. Fucking clown. But once you get down to the nitty gritty and you pull out all the science, you're gonna get. It's not even gonna go that far, because no fucking court of law will. YouTube's YouTube, right? I mean, we know there's no freedom of speech on YouTube, but no court of law. You're gonna get your ass laughed out of any fucking serious court of law, you clown. Are you vegan? If you follow a high carbohydrate dietary regimen that is plant-based, you are nutritionally foolish. And as far as your health challenges, that is your business. If you suggest that humans are not physiologically obligate carnivores, then you are in error and really need to actually study mammalian nutrition and physiology. Absolutely. I can prove that humans are not herbivores. I could also prove that all mammals use fat as metabolic fuel, not glucose. I have over 45 years of advanced study in mammalian nutrition and physiology, including human evolutionary nutrition. Of course. The only reason why people like you, GojiMan, are allowed to mislead the public about what the healthiest diet for the obligate carnivore that humans are is because you have the freedom of speech to do that. And the reason why people are reacting to you and clowning you is because you're a fucking clown hypocrite, and they have the freedom of speech to say that. And they have the science on their side. Douchebag. The truth is, you look not that healthy. Some animal products will help you way faster, my opinion. I mean, this is what's happening with tons of other people. Look at this guy. It's only these militant, quote-unquote, ethical vegans that support you in this. And a lot of other rational vegans, and just rational people in general, think you're a fool. Too soft, like soy. Stand up for yourself. You ain't standing up for yourself, man. You wouldn't be so brave if you weren't hiding behind your lawyers. Fucking liar. Look at these people trying to take down Sferia's channel, right? These people don't believe in free speech. And that's sad. That's really, really sad. A weak man in poor health should not start a fight with anyone, much less two people. I'm just saying I suspect your adversaries will be happy to fight you to the proverbial death and will be an enormous emotional strain on anyone. Then when you are unsuccessful in achieving any type of victory, your disappointment will only multiply the emotional strain. Very empowering seeing you stand up to those cowards. Man, he wouldn't. This guy, if he didn't have crooked authorities like YouTube's very much open to interpretation, wishy-washy community guidelines, if he didn't have that in his pocket, if he didn't have lawyers to hide behind, man, he would never stand up for it. He's not standing up for himself. The guy's a coward. You're such a brat. Prat. I don't know what that means. Typical vegan shrunken brain. I'm not on either side, but you say diet is most likely not going to help with your lingering health issues. How can you really say that, though, if you haven't tried a carnivore or keto diet? It has clearly helped many people with many health issues. You seem to be too close-minded. I remember when Goji said he won't be replying to any of the YouTube drama. I realized false defamation is a serious... It's not defamation. I was pretty happy that he could focus on his craft and not burn himself out. You can say whatever you want about me as long as it's the truth and not personal attacks. If you say something about another person's looks, etc., there will be consequences. I respected you until this point. Never goes SJW. Red pill vegan for life. Freedom of speech. God bless. You're a clown, GojiMan. You're a hypocrite, You're an enemy of free speech, and I'm gonna make another video talking about this a little in a little bit more detail, because you're dead wrong here, pal. You are dead wrong. Eat some fucking meat, freak.